don't ever think you know everything, man. I'm doing this for 10 years plus, and I'm learning shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And I keep trying to learn shit every day, because I don't know it all, and ain't nobody in the world knows it all. You know what I'm saying? So you can always learn. You can always learn, man.
1, 2, yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, sir, you are tuned in. This is for the SB1200, ASR 10s and NPC heroes. This is for the crate digging, loop getting, sound manipulators, the Fruity Loop reasoning machine innovators that pump the bass and frequently freak the kick in a stand till it slaps in your speakers. The sound providers that make sure the song is tight. Shout out to the producers, Beatz grinding live. Shout out to the producers, Beatz grinding life.
Welcome to the Beatz Grinding Life podcast with your host Siren, a weekly interview podcast with inspiring music producers, where every week you will learn from a different music producer how to potentially take your music career to the next level.
What's up, Beat Grinders? This is another episode of Beatz Grinding Life. I'm your host Siren, and today we got with us Jumbo Beatz. Jumbo Beatz is a producer, audio engineer based out of the Philadelphia area. He's a veteran producer that has been a pillar in the Philly hip hop scene for a while. He has worked with a lot of prominent Philly artists like Beanie Sigel, Freeway, Neefbucks, Young Chris, Peedie Crack, Joey Jihad, along with many others. Yo, what's up, Jumbo? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Great to have you up on here, man. Just can't wait to pick your brain, man, and learn a little bit today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, bro. It's my pleasure. I appreciate the chance to come on here.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Well, man, I just told the listeners a little bit about you, man. Why don't you expand on that intro and let them know a little more about who you are?
Yeah, man. My name's Jumbo. I'm got a studio here right outside of Philly, and I'm an engineer and a producer. You know what I mean? I do this full time. I'm doing it straight for about 10 years now. So you know what I mean? Just grinding every day. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. That's tight, man. Well, you're definitely doing your thing, man. You got some nice credits, man, and you're looks like you're staying busy, man. Always working, doing this thing full time, man. So yeah, man, we're trying to get like you, man.
Hey, it's a blessing to be able to do this, something I love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day instead of working a job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that, man. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, I want to know, man, here on Beatz Grinding Life, we always start off with the beginnings, man. I know it's probably humble beginnings for you, man, just like, it's humble beginnings for a lot of us. So I want to know, man, when you started making music and producing and engineering, man, how did you start off? What made you want to do this thing?
Yeah, well, yeah, I come from a family of musicians, you know what I mean? So
Dope.
my dad was still is a guitar player. You know what I mean? My brother's a drummer.
Nice.
My other brother plays guitar and plays saxophone.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I never really found an instrument that was like, was for me. You know what I mean? I played piano a little bit growing up and trumpet. You know what I mean? I never found an instrument that I could, that I really
Stick
loved.
with.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, yeah. So like one, got keyboards for Christmas growing up. You know what I'm saying? And and one of these Casio keyboards I got, I learned how to like record tracks on there. I had a little 4-track, you know what I'm saying? And
Nice.
and yeah, I didn't even know what a producer was back then. I was just making beats on that thing, you know what I'm saying? And I was, I didn't even know there was a job to be I didn't even know people made beats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was just doing it. And then one day my boy got this program called Reason. And I was seeing that, and I'm like, damn, people can use this on a computer. Like, this is cheating,
Right.
from what I came from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I started making beats for him. He was a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And then from there. Started recording people over my beats, and then started engineering, and it was just sky was the limit from there. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well,
yeah.
Man, I mean, so you said that you come from a family of musicians. You dabble with the piano, with the keyboard, you dabble with the trumpet, was it?
Yeah, back when I was younger in elementary school and stuff.
So just looking back, do you think that just dabbling with those instruments, do you think that they've helped you along your way at all?
Absolutely. Like the whole like concept of music to me is so much clearer because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even notation, like I could read music when I was younger, like not great, but like just knowing that and knowing the notes like helped me so much in producing and just in music in general, you know what I'm saying? Because I come across people who are so tone deaf nowadays. It's like, damn, I'm so lucky to be able to not have that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man. I mean, just knowing that. I mean, just knowing that it just takes a little bit of knowledge to get you, to get you a ways into the game. Because I mean, there's a lot of producers. They think all they need to do is be able to press buttons or click on the mouse. You know, but if you just know just the basics of an instrument, it can go a long way, man. So
you're living proof of that, and even knowing like what needs to come next, right? You know, either a progression or even when a singer's singing, it's like he might be doing this and he don't even know it's off key, and I'll tell him like, bro, you need to do it like this. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? Like trust me, this is right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So even little things like that, man, it's like, thank God I learned that when I was younger, because now it's like if I hear a wrong note, it's like automatic. You know what I'm saying? Some people and that might be like that for a lot of us, but some people ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are really tone deaf, and especially some of these rappers that are trying to sing now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, no, you got to sing it like this. You know what I'm saying? Right. So.
Okay, well that's what's up, man. So the next question, man. I mean, we want to know what was the first piece of equipment or software that you started off with, and it sounds like it was Reason.
Yeah, it was the Casio first.
Okay.
And then yeah, it was Reason, and I was on Reason for a good, back in I don't even know what year it was, but probably like 06, 07. You know what I mean? I was on Reason, and on a crappy Windows laptop, you know what I mean, I got for Christmas. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I worked that thing to death. And then when I was in college, I met a guy who was like, yeah, man, you got to get a Mac. You got to get Logic. I'm like, I don't know, man. I like Reason. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then he talked me into it, man. And I bought a Mac and got Logic, and that changed my whole game. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So thank God for that, man. Yeah. Or I wouldn't even be doing what I'm doing today, probably. Or maybe I would have, but not wouldn't have got there as fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Well,
because you couldn't record in Reason back then. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And yeah, back in I think it was Reason 3.
So what you had to route it out to a DAW or what?
I was using Sonar.
Okay.
But you couldn't have no audio in Reason unless you had what's that sampler that they have? Recycle. Unless you have Recycle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so no audio in Reason 3. You couldn't have audio, so it was all MIDI. You know
wow.
I mean? So
wow. That's crazy.
I was making beats on that, bouncing that out into Sonar and recording on Sonar until I got a Mac.
That's crazy, man. That just sounds way too complicated.
Yeah, Sonar's a little complicated. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, good thing you moved on from that. It almost sounds like you didn't have a choice. I mean, you were gonna eventually move on. So
right, exactly. I'm just glad I found that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, okay, man. Well, man, I want to know when you were starting out, man. When you were on the Casio and when you were on Reason, man. Who were some of the producers that you looked up to? Who made you want to make beats?
Definitely Just Blaze, man. Just Blaze is like one of my favorites. Back around that time, if we go back then, I would have to definitely say Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? Like Havoc, yeah. Very inspiring. You know what I'm saying? course, Dilla, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre, DJ Toon, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Scott Storch.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? All the greats. I'm sure they all been mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. They all been mentioned. You know, for this answer, though, surprisingly, I don't think Toomp has been mentioned, which is kind of odd.
I just got a chance to meet Toomp in Atlanta, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was amazing, too.
Oh, I bet, man. He seems pretty humble, and he seems like he has a ton of knowledge.
Yeah, he's a real cool dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Real cool dude. I actually met his artist, too. I'm trying to produce some stuff for him now, too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So hopefully something goes through with that, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, good lucks to that, man.
No doubt.
Okay, man. Well, I want to know, you know, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we like to talk about, you know, your success and everything that you're doing, you know, positive in the music game, man. But we know it's not all about positives. There's tons of negatives in this game, and every, you know, so often we're always faced with a setback or a failure, man. And I'm sure for you it's no different. So I want to know, man, if you could tell me a failure or setback that you've had that you've been able to bounce back from, man, that'd be great. So maybe we can learn from that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had too many failures that have changed my whole producing life, you know what I'm saying? But I had a failure that kind of turned into a positive, you know what I mean? So, you know, like, I guess a couple years after I started producing, I was trying to send beats out to this one local guy in Philly, you know what I'm saying, who was popping, who still is popping at the time, you know what I mean? And you know, back in the day, the internet was sucking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what it is today. Let's put it that way. So, you know, I'm trying to send out beats to him, and you know, internet wasn't working. I don't know, my beats just weren't sending. You know what I'm saying? It was like a deadline situation. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, I don't even know if he's gonna get these now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there down thinking like, damn, that was my chance. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, I don't know how much later it was, but he ended up calling. You know what I'm saying? And then from there we started working together, and that kind of you know, upped my producer game from there. You know what I'm saying? Working with him. So, you know what I mean? It was a positive after the negative, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right. Well, man, that wasn't too much of a failure or setback. I mean, you didn't make that deadline. I'm sure you weren't able to make whatever album or whatever he was doing at the moment, but it's dope that you were able to eventually work with him and that he reached out and hit you up eventually. So
yeah, straight up.
That's what's up, man. Can you tell us who the artist was?
Yeah, Joey Jihad.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's what's up, man. Nice. All right. Well, man, we'll hop on to the other side of that, man. You know, I want to know, what was the greatest moment that you've had in your career thus far, or your greatest achievement?
Other than like having a successful studio, I would have to say hearing my production on the radio for the first time was definitely, you know what I mean, a positive.
Nice. I bet, man. I bet. You bug out?
Yeah, bro. It was like a movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is on the radio.
That's
you know
dope, man. That's dope, man. Yeah. What song was it for?
It was called Pocket Full of Mugga by Joey Jihad.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, y'all put in some work, man.
Yeah. Me and Hattie, we definitely got a long track record. You can look that up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up. And Beat Grinders, you guys do the same, man. So I know I can't wait to hear what you guys got. So
yeah, there's a lot out there.
Okay. All right, man. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we're all striving for success, man. And they say the best way to gain success is to look at people that are successful and mimic them. And so I want to know, man, what do you do in a typical day? So therefore, we could probably mimic what you do and become as successful as you.
Yeah, right. I mean, right now I'm in the studio every day, all day long.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I work with a lot of different artists, you know, locally and from around the tri-state where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording and producing for them. Like I'll get here at 1 o'clock p.m. and go until 3 a.m.
Wow.
You know
nice.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I live this. I breathe this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So,
Man, that is what's up, man. I mean, any advice for the beat grinders listening today? I mean, is that pretty much what you think any aspiring producer or engineer should do, is just submerge themselves in it?
I mean, it depends. You know what I mean? If the money's there, certainly.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it depends. You definitely got to put the time in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there putting time in right now. So if you're only doing it once a week, you know what I mean? There's guys out there doing it every day, and they're getting great at it. Hey, you got to put that 10,000 hours in, man.
No doubt,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
well, man,
the competition's real out there. Don't get it twisted. There's new producers popping up every day, and they're 15. They're 15 and ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know what I mean?
So true, man. So true. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you for sharing that, man. I mean, you definitely dropped some gems within that answer, man, and we'll definitely take those gems and carry them with us. So much appreciated.
No doubt.
Okay, man. Well, this next portion of the interview, man, we like to call In the Studio. We would love to be in your studio, man. I mean, just checking it out online, man. It seems like a plush, very comfortable setting, man. We would all love to be in there, but we can't, man. You're all the way in Philly, and I'm all the way in Portland, Oregon. So the next best thing is this portion, man, where we find out what you do and how you do it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, man. What do you do when you first start crafting beats? Do you have a set ritual or anything?
Nah. I usually never start with the drums though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't like lay something down after drums are down. I don't know why.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. So what do you start off with, like the melody or the
keys,
bass, or
maybe a chord progression, keys, a melody maybe, something like that, or maybe a sample. You know what I mean?
All right. What's a not so secret weapon you have in the studio?
Man, I got a lot of weapons in here. Nah, I mean, I love the MPC, man, for drums. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got an MPC Touch and I got an MPC 2500. So
what's up?
I can't lay drums down now without an MPC.
I hear that, man. I hear that. You know what? I felt that way for a long time, man, and got the machine out of necessity because the screen on my MPC messed up on me, and man, yeah. So I mean, I felt the same way too, but I'm making it work. So
hey, yeah, I tried machine. It confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, right. I can definitely see that.
I was like, then I got an MPC, and I'm like, oh, this is what I've been missing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, my screen went out on me right before the new MPCs came out, the Renaissance in the studio. So it was, I mean,
oh, man.
Yeah.
What kind of MPC was it?
2000 XL.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you do what you got to do. So.
Yeah, well, you could find them, pretty cheap. Man.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, man. I might have to bring it back out, man. It keeps looking at me, begging for attention.
That's got that swing you can't get off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so true, man. That is so true. All right, man. Well, you said you got a lot of weapons up in there, man. I want to know, what all do you have in your studio? What all are you currently making beats with right now?
I'm using Logic, of course. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then I'm running usually the MPC Touch into there. Okay. Or I'll use the MPC 2500 into there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And just playing stuff with the keys, and then or sampling, and then adding drums. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like my weapons, I love my speakers too. You know what I mean? Like the quality of mixing is like changed for me after I run NS10s, and then I got a pair of Focal SM9s, and they're great.
Right. Okay, what are you using for your keys?
For my keys, everything, man. I love Atmosphere. I recently just got that. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
For keys, I love Addictive keys. That's actually for a real piano. You know what I mean? I love that. You know, I use Nexus, Contact, Arturia, everything, man.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got it. Sounds like you got it all pretty much. What's
Yeah, I try to invest in my tools, man. You got to.
Yep, got to, man. Got to. So, what's the plugin that Spectrasonic came out with? The one for keys? I can't remember what it's called.
What is it? Keylab? No.
Keyscape or something?
Keyscape. Yeah. I don't have that though.
Okay. Yeah.
I might look into that though.
Yeah.
I do have a Mini Nova.
Nice.
Mini Nova. Nice. Yeah, that's got a lot of cool sounds in it, and the vocoder on there is really dope too.
Oh, I bet, man. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of what MIDI keyboard do you have?
To be honest with you, I have a 61 key Axiom, but I do most of my work on a 32 key M Audio.
Okay.
the little guy. Whatever. I don't know. I can just play melodies on there way better than the big boy. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what it takes to get the job done, man, you're obviously doing something right. So.
Yeah. I don't know, because like on the being on the go with a laptop and stuff, I always brought that with me, so I got really good at that. You know what I mean? And playing that, it's just easier for me to lay melodies down, like doing little rolls and stuff. You know what I mean? So I just love that little thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Okay. Well, Beat Grinders, if you guys found anything interesting that Jumbo mentioned, I'll definitely have it all on the show notes under Jumbo Beats on their website. So, all right, man. Well, this next portion of the interview we like to call In the Mix. It's kind of like rapid fire, so we're going to speed things up just a little bit. But if you need to take your time to thoroughly answer a question, man, feel free. You ready?
No doubt. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You prefer making beats with samples or without samples?
Both.
Nice. I like that answer. Okay.
Right.
What's your opinion on selling and leasing beats online?
I think it's good and bad. I was actually gonna start doing it like from a different perspective.
How so?
But I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet.
Okay.
But because I know a lot of producers and stuff, and not to say we all have throwaways, but we all have beats that have been sitting around for a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking of maybe putting something together where we can get them out there instead of collecting dust. You know what I mean?
Nice. That's a great idea, man. Focus mentioned that same thing as well. You know, he said it's good just to get your not necessarily, I mean, like you said, throwaways, the stuff that's just sitting around. Why have it just sit around and collect dust? Might as well do something with it, you know?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with people doing it, man. Like, get your money, man. That's what I gotta say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's a plugin that you think every producer should have in their arsenal?
Logic. Nah, I don't know. Nah. I mean, hey, whatever works for you, man. People can get it done on anything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm in love with Omnisphere right now because I just got it a few months ago.
Right.
But, you know, I was in love with Contact a few months before that. So it's like that. I don't know. I would say keep getting new stuff, and it helps you get inspired more.
That's
true.
What I'm saying? Yep. Those sounds start sounding stale after a while if you.
Yeah. Every time I get a new plugin, I make like 30 beats with that plugin only. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and then I'm like, all right.
But it's hard. It would be hard it would be hard for Omnisphere to turn stale on you. There's just so much stuff on there, man. It's limitless.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. It really is. And then you could buy extensions for it. So it's like, or expansions, you know what I mean? So it's like, it is endless, definitely. That's why I like it so much, I think. Nice,
man. Okay. Well, do you have a book that you think every producer should read, and it doesn't have to be music related?
I don't really read too much, but sometimes I get audio books because you know I'm an audio guy. You know what I'm saying? There's this book called it's called The Song Machine Inside the Hit Factory. Nice. I don't know if you ever heard of it or not, but that thing is informative for sure.
So I'm definitely gonna have to get it. I think you're the third person that's mentioned it so far, and so
word.
Yeah, cool. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that.
Well, I'll give you another one. I don't know if you ever heard of this one. It's called the Daily Adventures of Mixer Man.
Okay.
That is a great book as well. It's by Eric Safran. He's an audio engineer.
I'm glad you did that, man. I was just gonna ask if you had a book for engineers.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's kind of like a book where he, I don't know if it's 100% fictional, but I'm sure a lot of it's real. But he, he goes through when he's in the studio with a band for like, I don't know how long it is for a whole album, and it's funny and good. It's very entertaining.
Wow.
The audio book anyway. I didn't read the real one. But
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, man,
check that out.
Yeah, I haven't checked either of those books out, but I can tell that they're both great recommendations, man, and I will definitely look for those tonight, actually. And Beat Grinders, you guys can definitely do the same. Just go on the website, look under Jumbo's show notes, and I'll provide a link. So, all right, man. Well, is there an internet resource that you use that you think every producer could benefit from? And when I say internet resource, I mean a website or a mobile app.
I mean, I'm always on Gear Sluts every time I
nice
before I buy a piece of gear. You know what I'm saying? Looking up the goods and the bads, and you know what I mean, the pros and the cons and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what's up.
I mean, and definitely Pensado's place.
Nice.
That kind of changed my life a little bit. That's
wow. Yeah, that's man. Just Pensado's place, so informative, so many great guests on there, man. And I mean, enter the layer. I mean, you're learning like crazy on there, man. Giving out gems on there. Yep, no doubt. Okay, well, thank you, man, for those recommendations. Here recently, man, they just announced that the president's faces are coming down on Mount Rushmore, but they have decided to let you, Jumbo Beatz, put 4 producers up there. What producers are going up on your Mount Rushmore? Oh, man. That's tough, man. That's a tough one. I don't know. You got to put Dre up there. Nice, yep. Got to. I mean, I think you got to put Dilla up there, too. Yep, I would say so. You know what I'm saying? Yep. How many more we got? We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Yep. Oh, man. Sheesh. Definitely like Pharrell and the Neptunes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with that pick. No, you definitely can't. Not with any of them so far. So who did I name thus far? You got Dre, Dilla, and Neptune. Oh man, you gotta put my man. We'll just put the 2 Neptunes together as one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, glue them together or something. Who'd you say was your last one? For me personally, it's gotta be Just Blaze. That's my idol. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh man. And you could throw DJ Premier on the side too. That's true. That's true. Yep. Yep. And I was gonna say honorable mention, but that kind of be a slap in the face to him. I mean, he's a legend, right. So there are no honorable mentions on here, man. We're just gonna go ahead and make an exception for you and make it 5. And yeah, man, that's all great producers, man. That if it weren't for them, man, I mean, there wouldn't be a lot of us, because I mean, we've all been influenced by them. So Dre, Dilla, Neptune, Just Blaze, DJ Premier, man. Sounds like a great list, man. No doubt. Yeah, you smashed that question, man. I had doubts at first when you're like, oh man. No, because I could name like 5 more. Right. I hear you, man. Okay, man. Well, I want to know, you just woke up from a dream, man, and in that dream you had the perfect studio session. And in that studio session you had 1 artist, 1 co-producer to go along with yourself, 1 engineer, and 1 random person. Who are those 4 people gonna be? Oh man, so you giving me another tough one. I don't know. I gotta get Biggie in there, man. Got to. Wow. Gotta get Biggie in there. Okay. And you can't get him anymore. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I would say another producer, and I'm the producer? Yep. All right. Definitely let's get Dre in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So I can pick his brain a little bit. There you go. Yep. Damn. Yeah. And then an engineer? Yep. Jason Joshua. Jason Joshua. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then what? A random cat?
Random cat. Yep. Anybody.
Let's throw Russell Simmons in there.
Yeah, man. You killing them with the answers, man. I'm loving it, man. Damn. Okay. Yeah. So Biggie, Dre, Jason Joshua, and Russell Simmons. Now, I'm not familiar with Jason Joshua. My engineering game isn't all there, man. So you got to tell me, who is Jason Joshua and what has he done?
Oh man, he's the GOAT, man. Right now, anyway.
Okay.
in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Oh, just look him up. I ain't even gotta say nothing. Just look him up.
Okay. All right. So, all right. I'll look him up. Beat Grinders, you guys do the same as well, man. He says that he's the GOAT. I'm gonna take his word for it, and if he's not the GOAT, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna confirm about.
I said he's a GOAT.
Okay.
He's a GOAT. There's a lot of GOATs out there in the engineering world. I ain't trying to put nobody under.
Right,
you know
I got you.
But he's my GOAT right now.
That's what's up, man.
In this present day. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, the tight thing about it is, I mean, you said that you would go in with the mindset of working, but also learning. You said you would learn from Dr. Dre, and I'm sure just as an engineer, you'd probably be over Jason Joshua's shoulder, just kind of looking at what he's doing and learning from him as well. So.
And Dre.
Yep, and
you know,
Dre.
Dre's a mixing engineer too.
That's right. So, man, I mean, everybody has dual responsibilities. It sounds like, you know, and then you got Biggie in there, and I mean, laying classic vocals, man. Sounds perfect, man. Sounds perfect. So, sounds like a dream for sure, man. Okay.
For sure.
All right, man. Well, I want to know, what's your favorite song that you've ever produced thus far?
Man, I've been trying to think about that, and I don't even know. I mean, I love the earlier Joey Jihad stuff I did. Mm-hmm. I love the more recent Neefbucks stuff I did. Mm-hmm. And I got a lot of stuff, man. I've produced so many songs, man. Like, you can just go check out my website and, you know, pick for yourself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Man, let everybody know what your website is.
Yeah, it's jumbobeatz.com. Jumbo Beatz, BEATZ. You know what I'm saying? .com. So check me out. Okay. And didn't you produce a whole album for Neefbucks? I didn't produce a whole album. I've engineered his last.
Okay.
Was it 5 albums? 5 mixtape albums. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up, man. All right.
For those who don't know, Neefbuck is one half of the Young Guns.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Him and Young Chris.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, what's the album besides one of your own, one that you worked on, that you recommend every producer listen to, and why?
I'm gonna throw it back, man. I'm gonna throw it back. Yeah. Not too far back though. You know, my growing up years. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's probably one you never heard before either, but Joel Santana, From Me to You.
Yeah, I've never heard that on here. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that I got one more too.
Who's that?
Lloyd Banks, Hunger for More.
Nice, man. Okay.
Them 2 albums. The production on there is stupid. The songs on there are stupid. So check them out. Especially if you're a young boy, check that shit out.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Wow, those were 2 albums that few years ago, man, I bumped heavy, man. So that's what's up, man. And especially on the Lloyd Banks, man. I mean, the mixing on there was pretty dope as well, too, right?
Yeah, I think Dre had some shit to do with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. So, I mean, I haven't looked at the linear notes, but
me either. But I remember listening to that. You know, I still listen to it, but back then it was special to me. So, you know what I mean.
Okay, well, Beat Grinders, if you guys haven't got a chance to listen to either of those albums, please check them out. I'll provide a link, an iTunes link on the website where you guys can go listen to those. So, all right, man. Well, we got more of these crazy questions, man, to just get your imagination juices flowing a little bit, man. So I want to know, if you woke up tomorrow and you lost everything that you had except for your knowledge and $1,000, and I mean, let's just say you're on a planet identical to Earth. You don't know anybody, nobody knows you, but you have the hunger to keep going in music, man, what would you do in the next week to restart your career?
You got to get a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Got to.
Yep.
Got to get a lap. Get a Mac. I'm getting a Mac too. That's it.
Nice.
That's it. I can't go back to Windows, man.
Right.
I'm Mac till I die.
I hear you on that, man. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from there, you know, I mean that's $1,000, so
yep,
easy.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all you need. I mean, you get that Mac. You could probably start off with GarageBand, making beats on there, and
upgrade the Logic.
There you go, and upgrade the Logic when you can. So, okay. All right, man. Well, I want to know, what does legacy mean to you? And also, what when it's all said and done and your career is over, man, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, hey, I just want to, you know, be one of them producers that people, you know, look up to, and have a song or a group of songs that people can look back on and say that's one of the greatest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nice, man. Nice. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. Is leaving something, you know, with you. You know, just leaving a piece of your artwork, you know, with somebody that'll resonate with them for the rest of their lives, man. And then maybe they can pass it on to somebody. So. Right.
There's so much that we've got this far. You know what I'm saying? So, so hope I can add to that.
Dope, man. That's awesome, man. Okay. All right, man. Well, what's the greatest piece of advice that you've ever received coming up, and what advice would you have for all the producers listening today?
I would just say, you know, do what you love, man, and try to make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, spend time to really master what, you know, your craft and all that. And you know, if you do what they say, you know what they say, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, and I also, if you don't know something, Google it.
Nice, man. Nice.
Because we're in the technology age, man.
Yep.
It's like I got people come to me and they're like, yeah, can you teach me how to produce? I'm like, yeah, I could teach you how to produce, but you're gonna forget it when you leave.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get a laptop and get on YouTube and Google and learn, man. If that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's so much information out there. It's like, there's no excuse for you to just figure it out. If you don't, you're just lazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So true. And that kind of goes back to the question about an internet resource. You know, Google and YouTube are definite resources that everybody should be taking advantage of.
Yeah, and don't ever think you know everything, man. I'm doing this for 10 years plus, and I'm learning shit every day.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And I keep trying to learn shit every day.
Nice.
Because I don't know it all, and ain't nobody in the world knows it all. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's
you
up,
can
man.
always learn. You can always learn, man.
Yep. Yeah. Somebody told me the day you know it all is the day you just need to. You're done. You know. You don't need to do it no more. If you know it, if you've already learned everything, there's no point. So.
Right. That's real rap.
Okay, man. All right, man. Well, I want to thank you, man, for coming on to the show, man. It's definitely been a pleasure, man, learning from you, man. But I want to know if you have any more words for the listeners, if you want to let them know what they should be looking out for, what they can listen to that you've already worked on, and how to contact you if you want to be contacted, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, you can get at me on Instagram at Jumbo Sounds. You can check out my website. I got contact on there, jumbobeats.com once again. And just look out for, you know, the work that's going to come out of the studio and then forever. Because I ain't stopping, baby.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Well, Beat Grinders, you guys definitely be on the lookout for everything Jumbo Beats has done. And also, like you said, use Google. Go Google and look up all the stuff that he's done before this interview. So he's definitely put out some great work. Also on SoundCloud, you can check his stuff out on there. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, man. It's been great. If you found this episode of value, please share it on Instagram, on Insta Stories, on Facebook, whatever. man, and tag me and Jumbo. Also, rate and review this podcast on iTunes and like us on SoundCloud. You guys have been mentored once again by another great producer. You've been mentored by Jumbo Beatz this week. So you guys consider yourselves lucky and keep making beats, keep grinding, and love life. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Here at Beatz Grinding Life, we want to thank you for listening to another episode. We want to know, what were your biggest takeaways from this interview? Just go to beatsgrindinglife.com and leave a comment on this episode's show notes page. Also, while you are there, go subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just click the little button that says subscribe. If you could, please leave a rating and review. Rating and reviews are the best way to show your appreciation because it helps more people find out about the podcast. So until next week's episode, keep grinding.